Now, we all know what a shit show Buzzfeed is. Every time I make a video about it, I'm disgusted at how utterly abhorrent the whole site is. They purposely try to appeal to immature millennials, but sometimes they screw up and put their bias on display. And that's the case today as I take a quiz called Are You a Special Snowflake? Now, right up front, this isn't a serious quiz, but I think that there are some very telling parts along the way, so let's take a look. Do you think people should be nicer to each other? Well, sure. Now that doesn't mean that you run around being mindlessly cheerful to everyone like you're in some crazed cult, but generally, unless there's a reason not to be, we should all be pleasant to each other and show a basic level of individual respect. I think that's something that's unfortunately lacking in society today. People are rude for no reason whatsoever, and I find that kind of sad. Does racism make you sad and angry? Well, I don't know about the sad part, but angry? Yes. I don't think race should even be a consideration. I think it's entirely irrelevant. I mean, we don't go around making a big deal about what color someone's eyes are, so why do we care about the color of their skin? But on the political left, race is a huge deal. It's how they virtue signal. It's how they get votes. And I think it's disgusting. At what temperature do you melt? Ha ha ha. At least the person who wrote this is making fun of the concept. But if you want my answer, I would melt somewhere around 1800 degrees, which is the temperature they use for cremations. A little educational content for you. Are you a totally unique product of the climate in which you were created, as well as your journey through life? No. But then again, I've got no need to feel special. I am what I am, I'm satisfied with what I am, and I really don't care what anyone else thinks of me. I don't need a trophy for waking up in the morning. In fact, all the trophies and awards I've received in my life have been earned through hard work and demonstrable accomplishment. I may not be unique, but I've earned what I've gotten. Are you sensitive to the feelings of others? No, not really. I mean, I'm not cruel or completely insensitive, but I'm not all that concerned with your feelings. I care about your facts. I care about why you think the things that you do, not how those things make you feel. And if you're believing something for bad reasons, I'm not going to sugarcoat it because I think it might hurt your feelings. I'm going to spell out reality for you because the expectation has to be reals over feels. Are you a feminist? Nope, not at all. I'm an egalitarian. I believe in equality of opportunity for all, regardless of race, gender, creed, national origin, sexual orientation, you name it. Note, that's equality of opportunity, not equality of outcome. I'm not an idiot. Everyone gets a reasonably equal shot. What they do with that or do not do with that is entirely up to them. If enough of you and your friends got together, could you shut down public transportation? Well, yes, but why would we? We're not stupid. We don't purposely try to piss people off because we want attention. You know, like Black Lives Matter and Antifa. Morons. So I answered no. We could, but that would be utterly idiotic. Are you special, beautiful, and unique? Nope. I feel like I've already answered this one. I mean, didn't we just do this a couple questions ago? I'm just me. Take it or leave it. I really don't care. Do people write opinion pieces about how annoying you and your kind are? My kind? I don't have a kind. I'm an individual. And while I'm sure there are people out there who think I'm annoying, especially when I point out how ridiculous the things that they believe and do are, I really couldn't care less. I don't pay attention to the whining of others. I mean, if they can show that I'm factually incorrect, that's one thing. But if all they can do is whine and complain, screw them. So, no. Do you believe in global warming? Well, yes, with caveats. It certainly isn't the cult-like mentality that the left displays, chickens with their heads cut off running around like the sky is falling, if you want to mix a bunch of metaphors. So much of what the left pushes is just to make a buck off crap like carbon credits and the ever-popular virtue signaling. So I had to vote no, at least because I'm totally against what the left pulls. Do old people hate you? Well, isn't that a way to generalize? I don't look at people as groups like the left does. I don't deal with collectives. I deal with individuals. Do some old people hate me? Probably. Do some old people like me? Absolutely. But since older people tend to be conservative, I'd say that outside of my religious views, most would probably be okay with me. What are you made out of? Yeah, more poking fun at the very concept of this quiz. Okay, here's my answer. I'm made up of 65% oxygen, 18.5% carbon, 9.5% hydrogen, 3.2% nitrogen, 1.5% calcium, and then a bunch of other trace elements. So I'm just like everyone else. Pick the specialist snowflake. Well, no snowflakes are special, but in the context of this quiz, I'm going with the douchey guy who's probably still living in his parents' basement. I'm sure he's special in a short bus kind of way. And the answer is, no, I'm not a special snowflake. Not really any surprise there. I'm probably as far from special snowflake as you can get. Now, note, they're sorry that I'm not a special snowflake. They regret that I don't fall into their fanatical leftist collective. I'm not swayed by liberal stupidity and identity politics. I don't fall apart because somebody doesn't make me feel good. In other words, I'm not pathetic. But for those who are curious, I did retake the quiz specifically so I could get the special snowflake option. And again, note they're congratulating people for being pathetic losers, because that's what Buzzfeed caters to. And I know this wasn't exactly the heaviest of topics, but sometimes even Buzzfeed accidentally recognizes just how ridiculous they are. They know who their audience is. That's why they're an endless source of leftist stupidity, perfect for making fun of. Because the regressive left deserves it, and I'm more than happy to continue supplying well-deserved derision of the political left. Finding stupidity and destroying it is what I do, after all.
Everything changes.